Hello, friends. This is Scott, and here on a nice 60-degree early February day, rare, warm February day, I'm out checking on the chickens and doing the chores that need to be done on a daily basis or an every other day basis. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about kind of what chickens mean to me and what some of my concerns are at the present time. As you see here, the weather is so nice that even that outside nipple waters are thawed out. So that's a rare occasion for this time of the year. But anyway, talking about the threats of chickens, we've all been to the grocery store lately and seen the chicken prices or the egg prices, drastically increase, and because of this avian flu. And one thing I'd like to mention is that this county, right in my own neighborhood, there's lots of turkey farms here. It's actually the world headquarters for one of the major turkey producers, and with all the bird flu happening in the world and having to destroy whole entire flocks if they have one case, makes you kind of nervous as a chicken owner when you have big industry in an area that where bird flu does exist. And what's going to happen to backyard chickens if there's a case in one of these coops that's found to be avian flu, and what's the pressure and the impact going to be on us little backyard farmers compared to the big industry that again, one bird is test positive and the whole flock is destroyed. So it's going to be an interesting time, but I think it's become more and more important that chickens are and continue to be a mainstay of any homestead. They do so much work for me. They help me produce my compost and my fertility. They do eat lots of bugs. And when chickens are younger, they do lay eggs, which these chickens have not laid any eggs for months. But I'm getting geared up to start raising a new flock. And I'm thinking about all these things. Is what's going to happen when I get my new 8 to 12 chickens and get them all raised up, and then having a bird flu issue or something happen that could totally destroy my flock and what I want to do here. I also like to free range my birds, and right now they're saying that you should have your birds locked up and you should have them behind fencing that even the little small birds can't get through, because that's where the bird flu is coming from. So so what happens when you free range your chickens and let them out through the yard to do the rest of their work that's so important on the homestead? And how am I going to feel about that if I'm not allowed to let my chickens out and cruise through the yard and help me with the insects and other things? So I'm kind of wondering what's going to be happening here in this world. It seems like there's always a new disease or something going on, but you just got to keep on swimming. And again, this coop that I built last fall for these 3 chickens, just to was a good test. It's done well for these birds. They've been healthy and happy and well protected. So now is going to be the time in the next month to buy chicks and start raising them. So I need to build a brooder, or I need to buy older, more mature hens, or pullets, and then raise them. But you have to build a new structure for those birds, because you don't want to try to raise them with mature hens. That's not a good recipe for the younger birds to be not harassed, because the chicken pecking order does exist. But even in these nice days when I'm doing all these chores, I'm thinking it is work to have chickens, but I really can't think of this lifestyle without having chickens in it. They've been such an important part, and I'll be interested to see how the new birds that I get pan out here, and whether we have any continued problems with this bird flu to the point where I may not have the choices. I came down here for the freedom to have animals and to do the things that I like to do, and even in small townville, you still may have problems with living the life that you want to live. But I also want to be a good steward for the land and the neighborhood, and be supportive of the other industries in this community that are so important to the locals. I would like to also raise turkeys, but that's seems like a big no-no. Some of the people I know that work at these poultry producers are really nervous about us amateurs out here not taking biosecurity seriously. But again, that's the balance between freedom and doing what you want to do, and the government's overreaction potentially to any outbreak of any disease. The answer seems to be kill everything. I think they look at the statistics, though, it doesn't kill all the birds, and so I think that this disease could be dealt with probably a different way. But there's high mortality, but I don't think anywhere in nature it's 100% mortality for this type of disease. So, yeah, and then we worry about the disease mutating to other animals now, which it's mutating to cattle and other animals, and there's even been some human cases, usually from poultry workers that have got the disease from the birds. Supposedly there hasn't been human to human, contraction of the bird flu, but that's just a matter of time too. So what's the right answer? Rising food prices and wanting to eat healthy and be as self-sufficient as possible is the dream that a lot of us share. But is that really what society is going to need or allow us to do, in the future? You always hear those stories of, that they're checking on people growing gardens and all these conspiracy things. And I'm not a conspiracy guy, but yeah, there's there could definitely be a potential for problems in the future with our backyard flocks. But the biggest deterrent or issue that I've been able to have chickens at this point was I've never had a mouse in the house. Well, I came down this last time and I saw something with a tail scurry in that little crack in the oven there, and I got some traps and started setting them, and I've never had a mouse in the house in the 3 years I've owned this property, and literally I set traps and just kept resetting them. And the old saying, when you see one mouse, you probably have seven. Well, I got on it quick, but I was able to catch 5. I think I only videoed 4, probably more than you want to see. But yeah, it was a fresh one there, still moving. But I set the traps again, continued to set them, and I have not caught a mouse in a week. So I think I got them all. But I had to come out to the garage to talk to my work crew. These are the solution to those mice being in my house. And they're freeloading. They're not doing their job. 2 of them are out and about, probably trying to take care of business. But these 2, I need to give them a pep talk. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to keep on swimming with my chickens. I'm looking forward to getting a new flock. But there are some concerns I got to think about here in the future, and hope I can continue to live this lifestyle and enjoy my animals and my birds. Well, thanks for watching.